You wouldn't use a hammer for a screw or a wrench for a nail, right? Well, in tech, the exact same rule applies. Having hundreds of programming languages like Python, Java, and Rust isn't chaos, it's a giant toolbox. And in it, every single tool is precision engineered for a specific job. So, what does it take to build an AI, and how do you create a AAA game? In this video, we're opening up that toolbox to show you exactly why every single language has an irreplaceable purpose. All right, let's start with the biggest reason: purpose and specialization. Think of it this way: each programming language is designed to address a specific set of problems or serve a particular domain. This specialization enhances efficiency and performance. Python is widely used in artificial intelligence, data analysis, and rapid development due to its simple syntax and extensive libraries. C and C++ are ideal for embedded systems, high-performance software, or applications requiring low-level control. JavaScript dominates web development, particularly for interactive browser-based applications. R focuses on statistics and scientific research, offering robust tools for data processing. This differentiation ensures that developers have the most suitable tools for specific tasks, rather than relying on a less efficient general-purpose language. Next up, we have to talk about time, because technology never stands still. This brings us to technological evolution. Technology is constantly evolving, necessitating the creation of new languages to meet emerging demands. In the 1950s, Fortran was developed for scientific computations on large computers. As the internet, cloud computing, and mobile devices became prevalent, languages like JavaScript, Swift, and Go emerged to support modern platforms. For example, Go is designed for cloud-based applications, emphasizing performance and scalability. Swift is optimized for iOS and macOS applications, ensuring tight integration with Apple's ecosystem. Changes in hardware and application requirements have driven the development of languages better suited to contemporary technological contexts. But it's not just about what a language can do, it's also about how it does it. This leads us to diverse design philosophies. Programming languages reflect distinct approaches to coding. Each is built on a unique philosophy, catering to different developer priorities. C++ prioritizes performance and fine-grained control over system resources. Python emphasizes simplicity, readability, and rapid development. Haskell focuses on functional programming, ensuring safety and pure computations. These philosophical differences create variety, allowing developers to choose tools that align with their working style and project requirements. And this innovation doesn't just happen in a vacuum, it's driven by the people who use these tools every day. That's innovation from the developer community. The programming community and researchers continually seek to improve or explore new ideas. Many languages are born to address the limitations of existing ones or to experiment with novel approaches. Rust was developed to tackle memory safety issues in C++, particularly in large systems like the Firefox browser. TypeScript adds static typing to JavaScript, enabling safer development of complex web applications. These innovations not only enhance tools, but also drive progress in the software industry. And where there's innovation, there's business. That brings us to commercial strategies and ecosystems. Many technology companies create programming languages to strengthen their product ecosystems and attract developers. Swift was introduced by Apple to optimize app development for iOS and macOS. Kotlin, developed by JetBrains and supported by Google, is a primary choice for Android development. C#, created by Microsoft, integrates seamlessly with the Windows and .NET ecosystem. These languages serve both technical needs and strategic goals, reinforcing the market position of these companies. Finally, we can't look to the future without understanding the past. This is historical legacy. Some older languages, such as COBOL and Fortran, remain in use within critical systems, such as banking or scientific research. These languages are challenging to replace entirely due to their deep integration into core systems. New languages are often developed to complement rather than supplant existing ones, resulting in the coexistence of multiple languages. In the end, it's clear that having so many languages is a feature, not a bug. It's a toolkit, and your job is to pick the right tool. So before you start anything, just ask yourself, what's my goal? That will always point you in the right direction. My name is Max. If you found this useful, hit that like button and subscribe. I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment with the language you're most excited about. See you in the next one.